What's going on, Aquarius? I hope you are doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for May 2022. So in this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for May 2022. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming for May. We're also going to get some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides for you for May 2022 and much more. So before we begin, I'd like to let you know that you are definitely very welcome here in this space with me, Aquarius, as we go through this reading. I appreciate you dropping by and taking the time to check this reading out. And if you feel that it resonates with you, definitely smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already for future updates. That'd be greatly appreciated over here. So I've also pre-shuffled some oracle cards, and we will be clarifying these cards as we go through the reading as well. Also, for the returning viewers, as you can see, this is a much different setup, right? I'm on camera today, so we'll see how it goes. All right, Aquarius, so give me a sec and we'll see what it is that would like to come through for you. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Aquarius. Alright, give me a sec here, Aquarius. We'll lay out the energy, see what wants to come through. Looking like it's going to be a pretty big month for you. A lot of major arcana coming out of the deck. Okay, Aquarius, so your opportunity for May is the Queen of Cups. And your challenge is the Five of Swords. So very possible that there's going to be someone who tries to get under your skin. Okay, the challenge, the Five of Swords, you could be dealing with, an individual who doesn't really have your best interest in hand you might want to watch out for. But the Queen of Cups in your opportunity, I feel like, whatever happens, whether this is self-sabotage in your challenge or someone else, your opportunity is to keep cool, calm, and collected with that Queen of Cups, okay? But let's start off in your overall general energy here. We have three major arcana, Aquarius, so this is going to be a very big month for you. In the overall general energy, we have the Moon, okay? We have the Emperor, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so three major arcana cards. To be honest with you, Aquarius, I feel like some of you are going to be hashing it out with an individual in your life as to whether or not you're going to stay on the same lifeline with this person. Okay, the Emperor is coming through as someone in your life that is there for a reason. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is destiny. So there's some sort of relationship that I feel like is going to be in the forefront of your awareness in May, because the person cards, right, the Queen of Cups in your opportunity. We also have the Moon here, which is all about the unknown. It's about the subconscious mind. Things may be a little bit in the dark as to how you're going to move forward with this individual, the Emperor. Okay, because the Emperor, for some reason, Aquarius, is coming through as someone else. This may be your boss at work. This may be your romantic partner. For a select few of you, it could be your own energy, but for the vast majority, I'm not sensing that. Okay, so we're going to have to clarify, but basically there's I feel like you're at a choice point as to whether or not you're going to work it out with someone, okay, whoever this Emperor is in your life, like I said. Now, in what you don't see coming here, I feel like once again, I don't know if someone's going to I don't think anyone's going to attack you, but in what you don't see coming, Aquarius, you have the Knight of Swords to the Empress. And it's interesting you have the Emperor and the Empress in this reading. And you see how the Knight of Swords is kind of flinging into that Empress energy. See how the Knight is just charging into the Empress. So that's why the opportunity is the Queen of Cups here. I really think the universe may be, kind of testing you as to how much you can take, because Aquarius, you also have the Nine of Pentacles here as the last card and what you don't see coming. So basically what I sense here is like there's almost an energy of you don't need this anymore. There's something that you have to like really ask yourself, do I really need this person in my life? This Emperor, for some of you it could represent just like an old way of doing things. And like the energy coming through Aquarius is basically just like it's to do with other people. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to clarify to see. But in the advice from your spirit guides here, we have the 10 of Wands, and we have the 4 of Pentacles, and also the 2 of Pentacles here in the advice from Spirit. So basically, like, what do you have to let go of? What are you carrying that is not really yours, that it's just like, this is the energy of like being overworked and underpaid. So it's very possible that in your romantic relationship here, there's an energy of like you giving a lot and not getting a lot in return. And there's kind of an advice to pull back a little bit and to show this person that you don't really need them, even if it is that you want to stay with them. So the Emperor to the Empress here, right, in this reading, Aquarius. So basically I feel, it might be wise for you based on the advice from Spirit. The challenge is to really admit to yourself that maybe you thought you figured someone out, but as the years went by, or as time went by, this boss at work, this person, it's almost like they're demanding more and more and more and more and more of you. And like, it's pretty much putting you to the point where, and what you don't see coming, the 9 of Pentacles, this is independence. It is a good energy, Aquarius. But basically, like, and the advice from Spirit is like, you're at a choice point with this person. What are you going to do? 2 of Pentacles, can you juggle it? Or do you have to like put one thing down and stop juggling? Because part of the reason you're maybe feeling like so overworked here is because you're taking on too much that wasn't really meant for you. So it's almost like, whether this is a boss at work, could be someone holding out money from you, depending on your situation. It's almost like, you have to ask yourself the question, do you really need this? But the sense that I'm getting is that you're so embedded with this Emperor energy. So this could be just like a job that doesn't pay you as much as you feel you deserve, a partner who doesn't put in, the energy that you put in. But basically, there is an opportunity to let this blow over as well. So I don't want, this isn't like, oh, you just got to get divorced, you just got to quit the job. No, not in May, because the opportunity is the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is like someone who looks at people as if they were a child and just realizes that everyone walking around is wounded. So if you feel someone isn't really keeping up their end of the bargain here, I don't know. Because in your overall general energy, there's these major arcanas. Okay, now, this is some energy for you to embody throughout May to help you. You have Lord Ganesh, Infinite Abundance. Okay, so this card says obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Master Jesus, and this is what I was saying, forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness, Aquarius. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. You gotta be kidding me here. With the Queen of Cups here, some of you could be dealing with your literal father, okay, like the Emperor who expects you to live a certain way. This could be, once again, your partner. This could be a boss at work. This could be your own mind for some of you, the Emperor that is so disciplined to the point where you don't even enjoy your life anymore. Be gentle with this energy and forgive, like Jesus, the Queen of Cups. Okay, you also have Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer that you seek. Trust what you know. Oops, there we go. Okay, trust what you know, Aquarius, because the opportunity, once again, the Queen of Cups is the knower. She doesn't really speak up. Sometimes she holds things in and she kind of like lets it slide, if you will. So we're going to have to clarify to get more information here, and that's what we're about to do, Aquarius. So the first card that I'd like to clarify is, why the Queen of Cups here is in your opportunity. Okay, why is the Queen of Cups here for Aquarius? Give me a moment. Pull the energy. Okay, the Queen of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands, this is your opportunity, is to deal with some sort of unfinished business, to really to bring to your awareness that you're at a choice point with this person, okay? Because you're going to have to do something with this Emperor to the Wheel of Fortune energy. You know, a lot of you guys are going to be called to just maybe be a little bit more like minimalistic here and like really just tell someone that like, listen, something has been bothering me for a while, right? The Nine of Wands is like wounded energy. Like you may be dealing, I kind of feel like, you know, I wish I just said this from the beginning, Aquarius, like you're dealing with a wounded individual, right? The Queen of Cups is almost like looking down at this Nine of Wands individual. So the person, like whoever's causing you trouble, whether it's someone who isn't paying you enough, isn't holding up their end of the deal, it's like, it's not as personal as you're going to make it. Now, it may be personal in the fact that you attracted this energy into your life, because we have to be honest that everything that comes into our life is a reflection for us to learn about ourselves, especially in the context of relationships. So, you know, sometimes with the Queen of Cups energy, it's like whoever this Emperor is like, look at like, how do you, like, what part of this person is in you? Like how, you know, any master in this time-space reality, the question they ask themselves is like, how did I become a vibrational match to this situation? Taking responsibility when maybe even none is there, but you need to do it anyway to figure it out. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to really have to keep clarifying here. I want to see why the moon, why is the moon here in your overall general energy, Aquarius? Let's go ahead and see. Why is the moon here? It's feeling like you don't know what to do with this. You're like, if I tell this person off, they're just going to get more pissed if you like talk shit to them. Or if you just like kind of tell them, like, this person may have a wall, like very hard to talk to. You know, very hard to talk to this person that I feel is in your space. Like they're doing, like, okay, let's see. Why is the moon here? The moon is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles here. So for some of you in your overall general energy, I do sense like this, for some of you this just might have to do with your job in general. Like there's, you know, you're working hard at something and you're like, do I really want to do this anymore, right? The moon to the Eight of Pentacles, and especially the advice from Spirit, the Ten of Wands here, is maybe you have to look at, are you working too hard, Aquarius? Are you working too hard? You know, we didn't really come here to just work hard in this reality. We came here to work smart. What are your natural abilities that you can bring to this world? What is the gift that you were meant to bring to the world? Are you bringing it to the world? Because for a long time I knew that I had a gift to bring to the world spiritually, but I wasn't doing it, and as a result, all the people in my life were just reflections of that old energy. Okay, Aquarius, so this is like an energy of like, you have to decide, like, maybe you've put in all the work you possibly could to figure this out with this individual, to get your end of the bargain on, to stop this person from messing with you, or this overall, your mind messing with you. And like, I feel like the best option is just kind of pull back. Four of Pentacles and the advice from Spirit is like, take a break. Don't work so hard in May, basically, is what, because there's almost going to be people making demands from you, too. Because basically, you see how this Knight of Swords is rushing right into this Empress energy, Aquarius? So it's like, this could be your children, this could be like coworkers. I feel like a lot of you, it feels like the weight of the world is on your freaking shoulders with this Empress here, because you know how to get shit done, you know how to like do things for people. Basically, it's like, stop being it's so hard, this reading, because the Queen of Cups is your opportunity, and it is to deal with something, but I just feel you need to deal with something in a very relaxed way. Like, put the fire out with water. But if you just sit in that water and you just let this person push you around, that's not the right answer either. So let's go ahead and clarify this Emperor. Why is the Emperor here for you, Aquarius? Give me a sec. Okay. The Emperor here, Aquarius, is clarified by the Tower. You can't do this anymore, basically. You can't do this. And you have other options, because in the bottom of the deck here, you have the Nine of Pentacles again. It already came out in the reading. You're dealing with some bullshit. And your soul can't take it anymore. Your ego is pretty much designed to take this, Aquarius. Because why? Because we are a relationally dependent species. Meaning that if whoever this emperor is in your life, even if it's just your own mind that is disciplined to the point of detriment, if you just walk in and you're like, fuck, screw everybody, or like, I'm just gonna quit my job, it's like, we're in a society, you don't want to just blow things up and then have nothing to go to. But a lot of you have something to go to. This could be you starting your own business. You know, I remember what made me start my own business is just like, part of what it was just the frustration of like people treating me like shit, and I was like, do I really need this anymore? And this could be in a romantic relationship. Now, I'm not saying that you have to get a divorce if you're in a relationship, you have to break up with your partner. That's not really it's an energy of working things through. But basically, the energy that you need to kind of bring is like pull it back, Aquarius. Does that make sense? Like, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Like, you have to like maybe even like subtly let this person know you're not having it anymore. It's not anything that's why the Queen of Pentacles is here in the opportunity. It's like you have to like subtly communicate your desire to this person. Pull back, change your behavior. Don't say anything. Be different. Okay, because your soul's crying, basically. Crying. Like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. But then your ego's like, well, what if we can't do this, what are we going to do? And that's a good question to ask, because I think you have other options, but maybe I just get this feeling of being like trapped. Okay, now let's go ahead and clarify why. And this is so basically the Wheel of Fortune here, you're meant to be dealing with these problems. The problems that you're dealing with here in May, Aquarius, don't think that they're bad. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out, you are meant to hash this out. But let's go ahead and clarify why the Five of Swords is here in your challenge. The energy of the person that I was picking up on, or if it's not the person, it's just your overall mental state. Sticking to things that maybe you shouldn't be. Five of Swords in your challenge is clarified by the Four of Pentacles and also the Hermit here in your challenge. So your challenge is that you're not going to beat this person overtly. You're going to have a temptation to maybe like curse someone out, but it's just I know like your soul wouldn't want to do that, but like we are humans. But basically the answer to this person is to withdraw. I'm telling you. Four of Pentacles in the advice. Now here again, to clarify the challenge, you're not going to beat this person with more firepower. If it's your mind, the Emperor, the Five of Swords, telling you you're a failure in life, you're not going to beat it by going and externally doing more and more and more and more. Now, you could disconnect and do your own thing and go independent, but I'm telling you, you don't want to overreact. You don't want to like do that immediately, and you want to give someone a chance, right? Whatever happened to working through things. You know, because a lot of people nowadays, they just like give up and they're like, I'll bounce. And sometimes you do have to bounce, but in this particular situation, you're in a stalemate pretty much. Okay, so let's clarify what the Knight of Swords is here. This is the centerpiece to your reading. Why is the Knight of Swords here, Aquarius? It's the centerpiece to your reading. Okay, because that bleeds into all the other cards. So it's like a fire, it's like a tornado's coming at you. You're just getting like sucked around in the tornado and you're like, it's weird. Okay, why is the Knight of Swords here? Wheel of Fortune again. Okay, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Whoever's coming at you, they're teaching you your own worth here. When negative things happen, if someone is treating you badly, if you can't escape your own negative thought patterns, at the very least, you're at least learning what you don't want. And that makes you more clear to create your destiny from there and just say, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to get out of this. Sometimes the best thing is to do nothing, to not act when your emotions are crazy, to just sit, feel the pain even more. That's why the Queen of Cups is here in your opportunity. You have to face the reality that basically your soul is crying out for a change. Doesn't mean that you have to go crazy and like tell someone off, but it does mean that like this is happening for a deep reason. Deep reason. It's part of your destiny as long as you can see it that way and don't just get pulled in by, psychological drama and like let that be your world. You have to think bigger than your situation here. Feel the burn, basically. Okay, so let's also go ahead and clarify why this why is the Four of Pentacles here in your advice? Because I'm saying, you have to wait it out. You have to let the storm pass, basically, and then go from there. So, I don't know. Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Could just be, this could be just switching career. I think for some of you, this has to do with love. For others of you, this has to do with career. And I've been there where you just want to quit a job so bad, but it's like, well, then I don't have an immediate other job. And sometimes if you're getting abused, it's better to just go and just wing it and like stay on a friend's couch if you're getting abused. For a lot of you, you're at the breaking point where it's not actually abuse, but like a little bit more than it would be. And I would say, just get out. But I'm not saying that yet. But if you are obviously getting physically abused, get the hell out. In your job, in your partner, whatever. But I don't know. Let's see why the Four of Pentacles is here. Nine of Pentacles again. Why is the Four of Pentacles last one here? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups here. Okay, you need to let this person or you need to let the universe know that you're hurt or this person know that you're hurt. The Five of Cups, you can't just keep doing it the same way that you've been doing it, Aquarius. If someone is pressuring you, if you can't take your own thoughts, pull back, go into that hermit energy and let the person kind of look stupid. This is actually something like coming through pretty strong, Aquarius. It's like, sometimes if you're dealing with like an extrovert or an emperor, you just let them burn themselves out and then they look stupid. So if someone is like, not paying you enough, treating you like shit in a relationship, you just keep letting them do it to a certain point to when, and you start to behave differently subtly. You just start to be more quiet. It's almost like you got to give the person the silent treatment and they'll realize then. But if you try to speak up, it's almost like you got an energy vampire spirit is saying, and then they're just going to keep doing it more. This person has a heart. You're dealing with like a tin man. You're dealing with like a tin man who like is heartless, but really that's probably why like this is the whole destiny. Maybe you have a soul contract with this person to heal them just by them observing your own pain. This is a really weird message, Aquarius, so take what, resonates, but basically accept your pain. Stop lying to yourself, basically. Right? So why is the Ten of Wands here? This is the one in spirit that's like, what do you have to let go of? What are you taking on to be your responsibility that shouldn't be? Why is the Ten of Wands here for you, Aquarius? Yeah, you're done. You're done, son. World. You've reached the end of the road, and you get a reward for this now. There's something that you can't keep going on doing it the same way. Okay, like I keep saying, if there's a partner that's abusing you, a boss that doesn't pay you enough, your own mind that you're just like, fuck this. Like the world is like, your soul has come to the end of the journey. Your soul. Okay, you can't go so. There needs to be a readjustment, and that's why kind of like the Hermit is here, because you need to kind of maybe go into a dark room and like plot out what you're going to do and make it like real. Because in this reality, Aquarius, the gift of the universe to us is that nothing has built-in meaning. We an extension of God, can give anything any meaning that we want. So if you sit in a dark room and you say, I'm not going to take this anymore. Maybe I don't make an extroverted plan, but I make a plan that you create an intention, I'm not going to take this anymore, and you sit in it. Guys, there's like spirits around us at all times. Like, we don't even know how this reality works. And when the universe observes that authenticity and that honesty, shit starts to change. But first you have to sit in the pain of it. But basically you're not going to be dealing with this anymore. So this is an interesting reading. We've also pre-shuffled some oracle cards, some final pieces of advice for you. You have Ask Your Angels. So that's why I'm saying, ask your angels. Go into a dark, a holy place, meditate and ask, call your angels in, because you do have free will, but you have to use your free will to call them in, as you guys know. Yeah, and you have choose a new direction here, Aquarius. Choose a new direction. Okay, so it's like, can't keep doing this anymore. I'm not saying that you have to just like get up and leave. You have to work through it, be strong, but basically you're not going to be doing this anymore. Compromise. You might have to compromise your best interest to get a point across. What does this mean? It means not living for instant gratification. Okay? If your partner's treating you like shit, don't just make up with them at the end of the day just so that you can sleep better at night. Right? Have you ever done that before? Right? Your partner treats you like shit. Your reaction is like, we can't deal with this, but you're just like, oh, it's too much of the Queen of Cups, where you're like, oh, okay, well, just let's not deal with it because I'm not trying to be stressed out right now. No, you need to be like, okay, I'm going to let myself be stressed out right now. Okay, same thing with work. So, I don't know, Aquarius, that's just what wanted to come through. Hope you enjoyed this new style, the format of actually seeing my face on camera. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find the information on that in the description box underneath this video. Always a pleasure to work with you guys one-on-one. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm going to get used to it if I keep showing my face here. But thank you, Aquarius. Best of luck to you with this situation.